So before we start, I'm gonna just address the fact that I am uber tanned. I normally leave my tan on for a couple of hours and wash it off before bed, but I was so tired last night I went to bed with it and I'm going on a Barbie themed hen do today. I've got limited time to get ready, but I thought I would take some of that time to share my process with you because I don't do things like this very often. I am going to do kind of a theme makeup and I've got a theme outfit going on. So I thought I would show you kind of me getting ready. So get ready with me and kind of the whole process, makeup, hair, and show you what I'm wearing. So anyway, let's get on with the makeup. I'm going to wear this Stay Flawless 15 Hour Primer from Benefit. It's not my favourite primer, but the reason that I'm going to wear it is because I am going to be out for like 13 hours. I do just kind of put it on. The reason that I don't completely love it is because I feel like it's a little bit like a Pritt stick for your face. It does feel a little bit glue-like. Hopefully it's going to help my makeup stay on. I'm going to use my Revlon Colour Stay. This is not my regular colour. The one that I have here is what? Medium beige, because I am a little bit uber tan. Normally I would just use my regular foundation and kind of bronze it up a little bit, but I feel like today it might be just a little bit too pale because I'm not usually this tan. I'm going to blend that in with the Real Techniques buffing brush. I do love my Revlon Colour Stay because it just stays on amazingly. It's really good for oil control. The one that I use is for oily combination skin, but I don't know if the other one's just as good. Lots of people have said it is. But rather than concealer on my redness and kind of little breakouts that I have, I'm just going to double up and use another layer of Colour Stay. I am still going to use concealer under my eyes and I'm going to use the Benefit's Erase Paste. Just a little of it, but it is a colour corrector and I feel like my dark circles are terrible lately. So I'm just going to use a little bit of that. It's this peachy colour. Next, I'm going to take the e.l.f. High Definition Powder. I don't want to kind of tip it up because it's so messy. So messy. I'm just going to get a little bit of that and I just want to kind of set the concealer because although this is my preferred kind of long wearing concealer, it is quite creamy and it can crease, so I just want to set it. For my whole face, powder-wise, I'm going to use this MAC blotting powder, just because this is just kind of the most tan colour that I have, and it also is really good for oil control. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Healthy Glow, I think it's called Matte Bronzing Powder is probably all it is. Yeah, Matte Bronze is the colour that it is, and it's just a really nice contour colour because it's not too orange. I don't normally contour, so wish me luck with this because it's not my bag. But I'm just kind of going to go into my cheekbones, under my cheekbones, kind of up here, under my jaw, perhaps down here. We'll see what happens as I go. I'm also going to have a go at contouring my nose a little bit. When I try to contour, it always goes a little bit Halloween-y, because that's pretty much the only time I do it. So I'm going to try a little bit of kind of thinning on my nose. I think I kind of look a little bit like I was in Mary Poppins in the scene with the chimney sweeping. But I'm going to just go with it. I'm going to wait until the end to do blush and stuff because it depends on what I do with my eyes. And it is all a bit of a, I have no idea what I'm doing until I've done it. But I'm going to do my eyebrows next because I can't do my eye makeup until I've done my eyebrows because, am I the only one that does that? It kind of has to frame my eyes and then I know where I'm working to. Plus my eyes are quite hooded, so that's part of the reason that I'm a bit about what I'm going to do. Like one of my eyelids is smaller than the other one and a lot of the stuff that I do in the crease you won't see when I open my eyes. So although you can see some of my lid, you can see this lid more than this one, which people think I'm crazy, but I'm fairly certain that you can see this as well. It's not just me. This lid has more space than this one, but I'm going to try and do the cut crease. We will see how that works. But this is my favourite eyebrow pencil. It is from Smashbox. And it is awesome. It's just the right tone, kind of a taupey ash colour. And I just think that it would suit so many people because I think the problem with most eyebrow pencils are, as I've said a million times before, that they're just too warm. And a lot of them look a little bit kind of red on me, so this is amazing. I know it's expensive, it's like £19, but I've never tried anything that's as good as this. So it lasts so long, I would definitely recommend it. So although it's not cheap, it's really good value for money because it lasts quite a while. It's like 3 or 4 months, I think this entire pencil is going to last me. So £19 over that amount of time, I think is quite affordable. I'm kind of risking it using a different eye primer. I've never used this before. It's from Helen E. Stage Eyeshadow Primer. We have a bit of a friend called Caroline at Helen E, and she gave this to us, or she sent it to me via Laura from Laura Loves Beauty, who told me that it's just as good, if not better, than the Urban Decay primer. And so I'm taking her word for it, and I'm going to use this for the first time today. This actually feels really, really nice. It feels nicer than the Urban Decay one, she's right, and if it does hold as well, it felt quite thick and creamy, but it does seem to have set, which is what I like. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to zoom in now so you can get a nice shot of my nose, and I'm going to try and do the cut crease. I'm going to do this now, and then I can always go over it, because I think if it's awful I can wash it off, whereas if I do all of my eye makeup and then I do the cut crease and it's terrible, then I've kind of ruined my entire eye makeup. But I'm going to use taupe, permanent taupe from Maybelline, what's it called, the Colour Tattoos. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to kind of try to find a crease where you will still be able to see it with my hooded eyes. That is my plan. Okay, like I said, I'm just trying to find the vague idea. I'm not wanting anything too neat just yet, but kind of a framework, kind of a, if you were to sketch something out and then paint over it, that kind of thing. And I think that's probably just about right. Because you can just still see it. Just maybe. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit thicker, and I'm not going to use this over the top of my makeup. I'm just going to use it kind of to define the crease underneath the other colours, and I'm maybe going to like leave a space so you can see it. Obviously I already have my primer on, but I'm going to use this NYX pencil in Milk as my eyeshadow base, just to make the colour really stand out on top of it. Just had a bit of a brainwave before I start the powder eyeshadow and potential fallout. While I've got the e.l.f. powder in front of me, I'm just going to kind of add some to the underneath of my eyes so it will catch any of the fallout and I can just brush it away. I don't often have a loose powder just to hand, so don't worry, it's not going to look like this. For shadow, I have 2 palettes that I'm going to use. I'm going to use this Sleek Oh So Special kit, which I just cracked before I started filming. I put the leg of my stool that I'm using to put things on. Very irritating. In fact, it was a bit of an ordeal setting up to film this. Everything was going wrong. And I'm also going to use this, which is the Candy palette, which is more recent. I think I'm going to start with the Oh So Special. And I'm going to use this on my lid. And you can see that colour really pops on top of that white. It really isn't that great by itself. It really needs a good base to do this. I'm going to take a bit more of a defined brush and go in with this really hot pink just above where I've done the crease. I'm just going to use this cream from the Oh So Special kit, and I'm going to just blend out that pink that I've just added there. Just kind of soften it up so that it doesn't, I feel like if I blended it out without the colour, it would just kind of blend the pink all the way up to my brow, which I don't want. I kind of want to blend a paler colour down into it rather than the pink up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go kind of pink, this kind of corally neon pink, blend this out to a purple, and then put a blue in the corner. And I'm going to use for that this purple and this blue just here from the Candy palette. Yeah, I'm much happier with it like that, a little bit of contrast. Okay, I think I'm done with the shadow now, so I'm just going to dust this powder away. I'm going to go in with liquid liner now. On the bottom lashes, I'm going to use this, which is, what is this called? Taupe from Rimmel. Not on my lashes, on my lash line. And as Barbie does seem to have brown lashes on the bottom for some reason and black on the top, I'm going to use my only brown mascara, which is this. It's the Lash Blast Volume from, what is this? CoverGirl. I really don't like this, I hate the brush, but it's okay for bottom lashes. I'm also going to go into my top waterline with this. It's an MUA pencil and the colour is turquoise originally, and it's amazing. I just swatched it on my hand here. It's just this real metallic, bright blue. So I'm going to go in my waterline with that. In fact, I'm actually going to do it on the bottom as well. The mascara that I'm using is Benefit's They're Real. I was toying with false lashes, but I just decided not to. Again, the same reason that I didn't want to go over the cut crease once I'd done my makeup. I'm rubbish with false lashes, and unless they are, there's some from Kiss that come on a wire, and I love those. They're so easy. But unless it's those or ones that have specifically just got kind of corner lashes, I feel like I'm just going to ruin the makeup that I've done, so I don't want to risk it. This is the next best thing to false lashes for me. Oh my goodness, my eye was really bothering me, and look what I found in my eye. Just look at that. A shard from the MUA pencil. Ah, in my eye. I have a couple of choices for blush. I'm really tempted to go with this one, which is, what is it called? Rose Thrill from Fashionista. They're very Barbie-esque. But I'm kind of tempted to do this first of all, the MUA Blush Perfection, just to kind of lock it in. And hopefully the kind of blush will stay on for longer. Then I also have this one, which is called First Flush from 17. I'm not sure which one to go for, whether or not to go for, oh my eye, whether or not to go for something that's kind of in line with the colours that I've already used, or to go for something contrasting. Well, I'm going to start off with the MUA, and I'm going to just use it at the top of my cheekbones, 80s style blush, as opposed to on the apples of my cheeks as I normally would. I suppose another good thing about using this, the same as I used the colour tattoo in my crease, it gives me an idea of where I'm going to put my blusher before I put it there. And it's actually really blendable, so if I hated it I could just blend it away and start over. I really like that. And I think I should probably go with the Super Uber Barbie Pink, shouldn't I? I'm going to use this tapered duo fibre brush from Crown. I love duo fibre brushes for blush. Blush. Tongue twister. Because I'm so heavy-handed. That's another reason I like the cream one as well, and that is amazing. The MUA one, I'm completely converted. I'm going to have to buy some more. I actually had a pink one and I gave it away to someone because I didn't think that I liked pink blush, but that was a while ago and I do like it now, so that's annoying. But I'm going to use this one and just kind of go over what I've already done. It's a habit to smile when I put blusher on, even though I'm not putting it there at all. So that's my blush down, and I'm now kind of seeing that contour. I don't know if it's going to show up so well in editing, but in the viewfinder I kind of can see it now. I really like that. I don't think I'm going to do any highlighting at all, but lips, obviously. It needs something Barbie-ish, but I also want something that's going to stay on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a lip liner, and then I'm going to use one of my L'Oreal stains. I'm going to kind of blend them together. The lip liner I'm using is Rock Candy from Look Beauty. I mean, tell me that's not Barbie. Super Barbie. And I'm going to use this, which is Romy from the L'Oreal Caress lip stains. And I'm just going to kind of put that on top and hope that it locks in that colour as opposed to the colour of the gloss. So that is me done, and it's been so long that my memory card's going to run out, so I'm going to do my hair in a part 2 video and you can see kind of my whole look and everything there. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you want to see how well the makeup lasted, then you can watch my vlog, which I'll link below, because this is being filmed a couple of weeks in advance. I'll also link below a blog post with a list of everything that I've used. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the part 2, the next video. Bye!